Title: Emotionally strong men walk away quietly, the power of silence. They don't yell, they don't beg, they don't plead for attention. They simply disappear. Not out of weakness, not out of pride, but out of wisdom. A wisdom earned through pain, silence, betrayal, and deep self-reflection. The emotionally strong man understands something that takes many years, and often many wounds, to fully grasp. Not every insult deserves a reply. Not every attack requires a counter. Not every space deserves your presence. In a world addicted to reaction, to noise, to conflict, to attention, he has found power in the rarest act of all: walking away, silently, completely, with dignity. The strength in silence, you see. True emotional strength doesn't scream. It doesn't slam doors or post vague messages online. It doesn't demand to be understood by people committed to misunderstanding you. No real strength is silent. It watches. It waits. And when the moment comes, it lets go. Not because it stopped caring, but because it started caring for the one person who's always been ignored. Himself. He doesn't chase this kind of man. Doesn't chase anyone. Not a woman who plays mind games. Not friends who only appear when it's convenient. Not family who confuse connection with obligation. He's not arrogant. He's not bitter. He simply recognizes that energy is currency, and he refuses to go broke investing in people who don't value him. He has no time for drama, no space for games, no tolerance for disrespect. He knows when it's over. The emotionally strong man doesn't make scenes. He doesn't argue endlessly trying to be heard. When he realizes respect is lost, love is fading, or trust is broken, he steps back. No explanation, no long paragraphs, just a nod to himself and a quiet exit. Because he's learned this one truth: if they cared, you wouldn't have to beg. If it mattered to them, you wouldn't have to explain. He's not cold, he's clear. It's easy to call such a man cold or emotionless. But what you're seeing isn't a lack of heart, it's clarity. He has felt deeply, he has hurt silently, he has hoped endlessly, but now, he's not interested in staying where he's tolerated instead of celebrated. He's not willing to pour into people who leave him empty. He's not heartless, he's healed. He's not cruel. Stoicism is not indifference. Be clear, Stoicism doesn't mean you don't feel. It means you choose not to be, you're ruled by those feelings. It means you've learned that protecting your peace is more important than proving your point. As Marcus Aurelius once said, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. That means don't match their chaos. Don't mirror their dysfunction. Don't respond to noise with more noise. Instead, respond with silence, with stillness, with strength. He walks away from what destroys his peace, the emotionally strong. Man doesn't seek revenge. He doesn't waste years trying to prove someone wrong. He doesn't cling to people, make him question his worth. He walks away from betrayal, from manipulation, from inconsistency. Not because he's given up on people, but because he refuses to give up on himself. He offers, he doesn't beg. This man offers his presence, gives his loyalty. He pours his love. But if you abuse that gift, he will withdraw it without warning. Without drama, he understands something most never will. Love should never cost your dignity. Peace should never be traded for company. He doesn't stay to convince you of his value. He leaves to protect the part of him that still believes in love. Real love, not conditional convenience. The void speaks louder than words. End here. The part most people never see coming. The silence he leaves behind is louder than any argument he could have made. You won't hear a goodbye. You won't get closure. You'll just feel it in the unanswered texts, the missing presence. The sudden stillness where chaos once thrived, and then, when the noise fades, you'll realize his silence wasn't distance. It was clarity. His absence wasn't punishment. It was protection. His departure wasn't anger. It was evolution. By the time you understand what he was truly worth, he'll be too far gone to reach. He has standards, and he keeps them. An emotionally strong man doesn't lower his standards. It's just to keep someone close. He doesn't shrink himself to fit into. Broken relationships? He doesn't say yes to things that make him betray himself. He lives by this unshakable rule. If it costs my peace, it's too expensive. Whether it's love, friendship, or even family, if the relationship is based on guilt, manipulation, or disrespect, he won't stay, because no bond is worth breaking yourself for. He knows his worth. This man has walked through fire. He's been tested. He's been lied to, left out, let down, and through it all, he built something unshakable, self-worth. He no longer begs for love. He doesn't fight to stay in spaces where he isn't seen. He doesn't justify his value to those who never cared to understand him. He knows what he brings to the table, and he's not afraid to eat alone. He chooses peace over presence. There are men who stay in broken relationships because they fear being alone. This man isn't one of them. He would rather sit in silence than argue for connection. He would rather be alone than be with someone who drains him, because for him, peace is not negotiable. He's not afraid of silence. He's not afraid of solitude. He's not afraid to walk alone, because he knows what walking with the wrong people costs. The power of walking away isn't weakness. It's wisdom, it's strength, it's clarity. It's saying, I refuse to participate in anything that threatens my peace, my values, or my self-respect. And the world may never understand it, but that's okay, because he no longer needs to be understood by everyone. He needs to be true to himself. To every man listening, if you're that man, or becoming that man, know this: you are not weak for walking away. You are not cruel for protecting your heart. You are not selfish for putting your peace first. You are stoic. You are clear. You are strong. You don't chase. You don't explain. You don't entertain what no longer serves. You walk away with your head held high, your heart guarded, and your soul intact, because in your silence, you are not broken. You are unbreakable. You are the storm that walked away from the thunder. You are the calm after the chaos. You are the lesson they never saw coming. Protect your energy, guard your heart, and never apologize for walking away from what tried to destroy your peace.